Okay, children, I think. I'm not sure what's your age while you're watching this? My pen is bigger than yours. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the associative property. Oops, I spelled that wrong. It's like this. Associative property. Associative. That's how you spell it. Forget this. That's how you spell it. Associative. The associative property goes like this. If I were to have 2 times 3 times 4, what would this equal? Well, first, whenever we're trying to figure this out, we first multiply we do whatever in the parentheses first. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then we multiply it by 2. 2 times 12 is 24. So this equals 24. Well, if I were to ask you, well, what is... Ow, ow, ow. What is 3 times 2 times 4? Does this still equal 24? Well, let's see. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, well, what about 4 times 2 times 3? Well, let's see. 2 times 3 is 6. And then 4 times 6 is equal to 24. So this is the associative property. The associative property says that if you switch around whichever one's in the parentheses and whichever one's out, it doesn't matter whenever you're multiplying like this. It's the same thing as saying doing 2 times 3 times 4. It equals 24. It doesn't matter which way you switch it around, if 3 comes first or 2 comes second or 4 comes last, or 4 comes first and 3 comes second and 2 goes last. It doesn't matter whichever one's in the parentheses in this case, in any of these. It doesn't matter. It still works. It equals the same number. That's what the associative property is. It says no matter which way you multiply any of these given numbers, whether they're in the parentheses or not, it still equals the same number. And that's what the associative property is. Another example would be, focus. 4 times 5 times 10. Well, 5 times 10 is 50. 4 times 50 is 200. Okay, well, what about if we did 5 times 4 times 10? Well, 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 40 is 200. Okay, well, what about 10 times 5 times 4? What does that equal? Well, 5 times 10 is 20, sorry. And 20 times 10 is 200. So it works. No matter which way you switch around, it still equals the same number. And that's the associative property. Boy, son, kid, child, man, woman, beast. Stay in school.